the people will not have confidence in their government if the reality or even the appearance is that government officials are using their government position to increase their financial wealth. Between 2005 and 2007, I was the chief White House ethics lawyer under President George W. Bush. I worked with the White House staff and the president's nominees to Senate-confirmed positions on their financial conflicts of interest and compliance with the government ethics regulations. It's critically important to make sure that all nominees are in compliance with the conflict of interest rules before they are put up for Senate confirmation. So we go through everyone's assets and liabilities and business relationships and make sure that they divested of all financial conflicts of interest. If an executive branch official participates in a particular matter in which that executive branch official has a financial interest, they commit a crime. 18 United States Code 2008 makes it a crime for anyone in the executive branch to participate in a matter in which they have financial interest. And so if you own stock in Goldman Sachs, you cannot go to the Treasury Department and make decisions that affect the investment banking industry. If you own pharmaceutical stock or medical device company stock, you cannot go to HHS and make decisions about healthcare laws and regulations. This statute applies to every single person in the executive branch, other than, of course, the president, the vice president. President Bush would himself voluntarily, of course, comply with it, because it makes no sense to have the boss not following the rules that everyone else complies with. 18 United States Code 2008 does not apply to the president, the vice president, or the members of Congress. And that's why we do have members of Congress, not a lot of them, but some, who hold substantial positions in pharmaceutical companies, medical device companies, energy companies, and other businesses affected by the decisions they make on Capitol Hill. I believe that we should apply this criminal conflict of interest statute not only to the executive branch appointed officials, but to everyone in the government, including the president, the vice president, the members of Congress. That is a loophole in our current system of financial conflicts of interest regulation. The Emoluments Clause is in the Constitution of the United States as opposed to in the criminal statutes. The Emoluments Clause does apply to the president and to the members of Congress. It applies to every person who holds a position of trust with the United States government. The Emoluments Clause reaches profits and benefits earned from foreign governments. So it would not cover financial conflicts of interest with domestic corporations or even foreign corporations that aren't controlled by a foreign government. But, for example, if President Trump receives loans from the Bank of China, which is controlled by the Chinese government, that is a violation of the Emoluments Clause. Or if foreign governments book rooms in his hotels, that's a violation of the Emoluments Clause.